Hello YouTube, this is going to be the first video that I have done in a while, and I'm going to be talking about Black Ops 2, mostly zombies, but I'm going to be preferably talking about custom games. Now, when Black Ops 2 was first being announced, and we were finally getting some information about zombies, I was pretty excited. I was going on like, I was thinking that they were trying to innovate for the first time ever in years, since COD 4 and World at War, and they were trying to do some different things since they were adding stuff like grief, and they were doing a new actual story mode for zombies, which we thought was transit, but now we all know that that's not the case. And they were talking about custom games, and at the time people were speculating. They were saying like, oh, custom games is going to be really different and stuff like that. But honestly, now that the game's come out and I've seen what it's like, I personally think custom games has doesn't have that much customizability. Sure, you have the options for survival, which would be starting round, headshots only and things like that. But that's kind of like subpar, and it's just an on or off thing. It doesn't really matter. For the main game, you have no customizability. All you have is difficulty. And what I mean by that is like the levels like Green Run, Die Rise, and Model of the Dead. All you get is difficulty. There's no other customizable options. And this is what I want to get at. Custom games, they need more custom. Custom games need more custom. So, what I say by that is, imagine if it was like multiplayer custom games where you had bots. You could put bots on and stuff like that. Imagine that. Like you could, they already made this so that when you change options, it doesn't count for leaderboards, so it doesn't really matter. So if you put bots on, it would be like you're playing alone or you're playing with two friends. You don't have like a full party or anything like that, and you don't want to play public match to play with randoms. So what you do is you put on bots, and those people that are there would help you out and stuff. They would follow you around, and they would act like they were players. And if anyone joined the game, they would take their place in as they're playing. So they would have the weapon they had. There would be that specific character, and it would be like a seamless transition between bot to player. So that would have been nice. Sadly, that's not the case. So another option that would have been really great, at least in my opinion, would have been character select. Character select should have been a thing. Like it should have been there since the beginning. It was in World at War, but that was for like solo and stuff like that, which is not that big of a deal. But now we don't have that, so I don't know about you, but I personally want to play as my favorite character from the group. So I want to play as a specific character, and I know a lot of people might not want to do that. They'd rather just play the game and that's it. Just start and play, and that's all fine. But I personally want to be able to pick a character, but that there's no option for that. So another option that would have been nice, and this is involving the game now, like how it plays, would be zombie health, the zombie sprint speed. Same goes for the player, and also stuff like starting weapon, things like wall weapons and box weapons. You could change that. Like instead of having an M1911, you could start with an MP7, or change the M14 to the MSMC. The options are limitless. You could change it to pistols only by just changing all the weapons in the box and the wall, or you could make it so that there is no weapons and make it knife only. You have a whole variety of options that should have been available. Now, I don't know why Treyarch did not add these kinds of options in the first place. And they probably have their own little reason for it, as many people would. But these kind of options should have been available from the beginning. If you agree with me, that's fine. If you don't, then that's fine as well. You have your own opinion, and people can view things from any perspective. And there's always going to be different opinions on certain aspects of something. That's all fine and dandy. But I still personally think that custom games need more custom. And with that, I'm gonna leave.